This is a similar drive to Cades Cove. Some people prefer this better, more so than Cades Cove, but I think Vicki and I, we kind of prefer the Cove. So guys, that's what we're talking about today. Which do you prefer? Roaring Fork Motor Trail or Cades Cove? So if you could only visit one, which would it be? If you only had time to do one or the other, would you choose to take the drive through Cades Cove or Roaring Fork? Are there any differences? Are they similar? Are they different? How are they similar? How are they different? Well, today we're going to talk about that very thing. And we're going to discuss the pros and the cons of Roaring Fork versus Cades Cove. And we're going to give you some insight into the two, which will help you to decide which one you would like to visit during your next trip to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. All right, let's get up, let's get moving. Let's go check this out. To begin with, Cades Cove is an 11-mile loop road. It is a one-way loop road. Once you get on it, you will have the opportunity to exit early via two different gravel roads. But it is a one-way loop road, and it is located not far from Townsend, Tennessee. While on the other hand, Roaring Fork is a one-way 6-mile loop road near Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Once you begin your journey on that road, you cannot turn around. You have to continue through to the end. And here's the turn, number 8. And we're going to squeeze right on through. All right. So you take that turn there at number 8, light number 8, and you follow this road up to the park. And you come to this stop, all stop. What you're doing, you're looking for the historic nature trail. You're going Cherokee Orchard Road to the Motor Nature Trail. That's what we're looking for. Now, Cades Cove is heavily traveled with frequent traffic jams. In fact, the park tells us that there are 2 million plus visitors to Cades Cove alone each year. On the other hand, Roaring Fork is less traveled, but it can be very busy, and you can encounter traffic jams there. Let's take a look. Just getting started, and we have our first bear jam. People get so excited about the prospects of seeing a bear, and so they kind of stop in the middle of the road, and a lot of people know to pull off. Some don't know to pull off, but if you see a bear, pull off the road. Ideally, get all 4 wheels off the road so you're not impeding traffic. Then get out and enjoy the view. Well, it looks like we got a bear jam. People were out of their cars. I'm not sure what's going on. Never seen anything quite like that. Couple bears up there too. That made it a little bit more congested. So you can tell from those video clips that traffic can be a problem in either place. So be patient and expect to encounter some traffic stops. When thinking about Cades Cove and Roaring Fork, keep in mind that they are very different. Cades Cove sits in a valley surrounded by mountains. There are open fields, large vistas. It gives you more of a pastoral feel. On the other hand, Roaring Fork is more wooded. It's more wooded. It offers higher elevations. Your elevation gain is about 1,200 feet probably. You have an opportunity to look down from the side of the mountain and see the streams and see the valleys. In both places, you have an opportunity to access waterfalls. Over in Cades Cove, you can access Abrams Fall, which is a great waterfall to see. But over in Roaring Fork, you can access two waterfalls, Rainbow Falls and Grotto Falls. So they're very different. One gives you pastoral, scenic views, and the other gives you mountaintop views. Guys, this is the view that greets you as you pull into Cades Cove. Beautiful across the valley. It's absolutely marvelous. We're certainly enjoying this day and all this beautiful, beautiful weather, beautiful skies and the clouds. Hard to beat this view. And now you have a one-way loop road. And if you look closely in the trees, you might see a bear. Let's talk a little bit about the roads. The roads in Cades Cove are wide and curvy and flat with very little elevation gain. Remember, you're in a valley. There are plenty of places to pull off in order to view scenery or to view the wildlife. On the other hand, the roads in Roaring Fork can be very difficult to navigate at times when cars are parked on both sides of the road. It's a narrow road. It's a narrow mountain road. I would encourage you, if you have an opportunity, to drive the road after a significant rainfall. That way you can find out why they call it the Roaring Fork. The river just is amazing after a good rain. So keep in mind that Cades Cove is open year-round. Now, there are closures due to weather or maintenance issues, but it is open year-round. Now, it is closed from sunset to sunrise. Roaring Fork is closed during the winter. It's only open from about the beginning of April to late November, and again, that depends on the weather. Cades Cove has the largest variety of historical buildings. There are 3 churches, a working grits mill, several barns, log homes, and other structures as well. There's also a visitor center about middle ways of the loop road, and of course restrooms for you to stop at as well. Roaring Fork also has some buildings. The Bud Ogle Cabin, for example, is one. It has a streamside tub mill, a grits mill, a working grits mill, log cabins, and a farmstead. I think there are like 3 farmsteads. And there are other historical buildings as well. So both offer you the opportunity to get out of your car or truck and explore those various home sites to kind of give you a feel of what it was like to live back in the 1800s and the early 1900s. Now, Vicki and I are always asked, which one is best for wildlife viewing? Well, Cades Cove offers the greatest opportunity for wildlife viewing. You'll see white-tailed deer, coyotes, groundhogs, maybe even a wild boar, raccoons, skunks, plenty of wild turkeys, and of course everyone's favorite, the black bear. Lots of black bears. Now, over in Roaring Fork, and I'm basing this on our experience, we've only seen turkeys and black bears.
If you see, right, that black spot where the trees are moving, that is a bear up in the tree.
He's way up there.
He is way
coming down now.
He's coming down.
Well, maybe not.
He says, all these people, you're crazy.
Guys, keep in mind that both Cades Cove and Roaring Fork are self-guided auto tours where you drive and you look and you stop at your own personal pace. So which one do I recommend? Well, if time permits, I highly recommend both. It's really hard to pick one over the other. I mean, it's really a subjective choice based on your personal interest and your personal preferences. If you want to see more mountainous views, go to Roaring Fork. If you want to see more wildlife and homesteads and historic buildings, go to Cades Cove. Both are equally significant and both are worth your time. You will not go wrong in visiting either one. Each hour you spend in either place is well worth the investment of time. Well, guys, I hope you liked our video today, and I know it will be helpful to you in planning your next trip to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, especially when it comes to deciding Roaring Fork or Cades Cove. If you like this video and want to see more helpful videos, then subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell letting you know when we upload a new channel. Remember, as we say, life is a journey. Choose it well and enjoy your ride. See you next time.